What's up, guys? It's DarkArmedDuelist, and today we just got a new Master Duel ban list. So without further ado, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, hit the bell there so you can come part notification squad, and definitely check out the Patreon down in the description below for all those awesome rewards. So without further ado, let's go ahead and check out this new ban list. So I just logged into Master Duel, and I do see that there's an upcoming Forbidden and Limitless update for October 8th. And Master Duel really needs a ban list right now, so let's go ahead and see if this fixes Master Duel. So first off, oh, that's a big one. Oh, that's a really big one. Okay. So first off, this ban list is actually going to take effect on October 8th. And we do have one new card actually banned, and it is going to be Bagooska. Bagooska is now finally banned in Master Duel, which is insane to actually see this card go, because it's a really good staple to use in a bunch of different decks, but I do see this card actually going in the TCG and maybe the OCG eventually. But in Master Duel, it is a card that you can basically just summon out to your side of the field and lock down the board for basically an entire turn, or until you want to turn it back on by shifting this card back to attack position. So I totally understand them actually banning this card, but that does seem to be the only card that is actually banned, which is crazy, because I thought we would actually see something like Appaloosa banned as well, and some other cards actually banned. But that is really interesting. They went with Bagooska of all cards to actually see this card banned and not something like Appaloosa. So let's go ahead and see what else is on this list, because we need some Malice hits, we need some Ryziel hits, and we need to have some Blue Eyes cards back, hopefully. So let's go ahead and see what we have. Oh, there's three of them. Oh, there's three of them. Okay, so what is it? So first off, oh, they're all Malice hits. Yes. Okay, so first off, let's cover this. Okay, this is really good. So first off, we have Malice Dormouse going to 1. I called this. I called it, and I said it on stream, which I do stream Master Duel, guys. You should definitely check out one of the streams. They're a lot of fun, and I actually duel up against viewers. But this is actually a great hit for Malice, because it does limit the consistency of the deck to just not be so crazy, where you can just normal summon out your copy of Dormouse and go full combo with this deck. This is actually a really, really good hit for Malice. We then have Gold Sarcophagus going to 1. I have no idea why this card went to 2, but it's totally fine. This card went back to 1, and I really like the fact that this card is now back at 1, because this card is basically like an E-Telly for Malice, because you can just banish any Malice card you want from your deck face up, pay 300, and instantly bring it out to your side of the field. So this card definitely needed to go to 1. And then we have Malice in Underground. Now, this is not what I actually saw. I did not see this coming. I thought this might go to 2 and they might ban Link Decoder or maybe ban Splash Mage, but maybe that's going to be on the next list. But overall, I do see this card going to 1 now, and it's insane that we actually do have 2 cards in Malice going to 1, which is actually pretty crazy. Overall, though, really good hits. Really good hits. It does limit Malice a lot. They lose basically like 2, 3, 4, 5 starters in the deck, so it basically ruins the consistency of the deck to where you have to play other cards now, which is pretty neat that they actually are making so you have to play cards like Synapse Mining, Small World, and other cards like that to be able to basically bridge into your copy of Dormouse, or go different combo lines with your copy of White Rabbit now being the best starter. Well, Dormouse is still the best starter, but the most consistent starter in the deck now is going to be your copy of White Rabbit, which is currently, I believe, at 3 in Master Duel. I do believe that White Rabbit is actually still at 3, so you can technically still use White Rabbit as the starter of the deck. But overall, these are some really, really good hits. Now, what do we have going to 2? We actually have, oh, there's a bunch of cards. Oh, there's nothing going to 2. There's a bunch of cards going to 3. Okay, so what do we have? Oh, Sage! Sage is going to 3! Yes! Okay, this is really good. Oh, there's more! Okay, so what do we have? There's a lot of cards going to 3. Okay. So first off, we have Regeki going to 3. I feel like this is kind of a weird one just to have it 2. It's fine at 3. It's just a really good board breaker for basically going second base strategies. It's a great card to be able to play and a bunch of different really cool going second strategies. So this card is fine to go to 3, and it's a really good move. We then have Nightmare Throne going back to 3. Yubel is not what it used to be, so this is really nice to actually see this card go back to 3. I believe that we actually have cards like Spirit of Yubel at 1 or 2 in Master Duel, so it's totally fine to actually see this card go back to 3. It's really nice to actually see this card go back to 3 so we can actually have a little bit more consistency for Yubel. And for Sacred Beast, we then have Sage with Eyes of Blue going back to 3. We don't have Maiden yet, but we do have Sage. You're probably saving that for the next ban list, but that's fine because we now have the best normal summon back, so we can normal summon this card out to our side of the field and then search out our copy of Maiden so we can get to True Light, which is totally fine. You can play with 2 Maiden, it's totally fine, but this is really nice to actually see Sage come back because when this card is normal summon, you get to add a level 1 Light Tuner from your deck to your hand, which is always going to be your copy of Maiden if you haven't searched it already. If you have searched it, you're usually grabbing a copy of Effect Veiler off this card's effect. We then have Dark Beast and Opening of the Spirit Gates both going back to 3, which are kind of sort of Yubel moves, which is really nice to see both of these go back to 3 because again, Yubel is just not what it used to be. So this is really nice to actually see both of these cards go back because it helps Sacred Beast, it helps Unchained, it helps all sorts of different decks with their consistency to be able to just normal summon out your copy of Dark Beast, search out Opening the Spirit Gates, activate Spirit Gates, and grab another copy of Beckoning Beast or a copy of Chaos Summoning Beast, depending on what you're playing, which is really nice to actually see both of these cards come back to 3, and I'm super excited to actually play test with these. We also have Pearly Delicious Memory going back to 3, which is really nice to actually see this card go back to 3 as well. It's currently a rare, which is really nice for Pearly players, and this card is really good because it actually helps with your copy of Pearly Plump, which is one of the best cards to help you go into Noir. So this card is really, really good to actually come back. So overall though, there is no hits to Ryziel. There is no hits to Ryziel. So overall though, I do feel like it does kind of sort of fix Master Duel a little bit because it basically puts Malice in check, which is what we needed in Master Duel overall. Hopefully we'll see some more meta decks come in soon, like Canine and Yummy, to be able to add more stuff to the Master Duel, and maybe even Odeon. I'd love to see Odeon be actually added into Master Duel. That'd be really cool to see what it would actually do in a best of 1 format, because it is a trap-based strategy that is super consistent, and it's really fun to be able to play. But overall, I would have loved to have seen Link Decoder actually ban. I would have loved to have seen something like Splash Mage ban, and I would love to have seen Appaloosa ban, because now Appaloosa is banned in the TCG, the OCG, and the Asian English format as well. So I would love to actually see it banned in every single format because Appaloosa is just absolutely broken. And we also have, for the limited section, I would have loved to see something like EXT actually limited for Ryziel, and maybe even Detonator limited. Would have been a great move to actually hit both of the decks in one fell swoop to actually go ahead and just put Ryziel and Malice in check at the exact same time to actually see what the meta would do. But now I think Ryziel is actually going to have his time to shine to be the best deck because Malice has now heavily been put in check, and I totally understand why, because it has been running rampant in Master Duel. We then have, for the semi-limited section, we have nothing, totally fine. Then for the cards to go to 3, I would have loved to seen Maiden go to 3 as well as Sage, because Blue Eyes is good, but it's not Malice or Ryziel good. It's just really fun to be able to play and super nostalgic. So again, I would have loved to have seen that actually both of them go to 3 at the exact same time. Just like when they were both semi-limited, it would have been a great move by Konami for Blue Eyes players to actually see both of them go back to 3 to encourage people to play Blue Eyes. But overall, it's a really good list. It's a great move to actually address Malice. It's really interesting that they actually banned Baguska, because sometimes cards get hit in Master Duel or in the OCG, and it has implications for the TCG, where you actually see cards later on get hit in the TCG as well, which is overall very, very interesting. But really quickly, I do want to check out the actual ban list with you guys, because I do believe that some of the Yubel cards are actually currently hit on the list as well. I think Phantom of Yubel is currently at 1 or 2. I'm not sure. It might be at 3. Yeah, it's at 2. It's currently at 2, and I also feel like both of these could have come back. Both of the Labyrinth cards could have gone to 3. That would have been totally fine. But again, I think EXT would have been a great move to actually limit EXT, because it was limited in the TCG, and it was a really good move to actually limit this card because it's such a good starter for the deck that they basically have to commit to their normal summon a little bit more when they actually have this. And they could have also went ahead and banned Moon as well for the Fiendsmith engine, but currently there's not that many decks that are meta that are actually playing it in Master Duel. And also, this needs to be banned. This card absolutely needs to be banned. Let me know down in the comments down below if you think Maxi and Appaloosa need to be banned. I feel like Maxi probably does need to be banned in Master Duel, but overall, I feel like that's a very interesting list because we have all of these cards to limit him. I wish Millennium Golem would go back to 3. That would have been really nice as well, but sometimes they do actually give us 2 ban lists in Master Duel back to back. And definitely comment down below what cards you guys would like to see come back from being banned. I really think it's very interesting to hear from you guys and see what you guys think about the ban list on Master Duel. And I will be live streaming later on this week, so definitely be on the lookout for that. So that's going to do it for this ban list, guys. I really think it's a great ban list and it actually helps out Master Duel a lot because we really needed a ban list to be able to actually fix Master Duel because there were so many Malice players running around, and it's going to be very interesting to see what deck shines. Now, I think it's actually going to be Yugioh till we get K9, Mitsurugi, and Yummy. But overall, it's going to be very interesting to see what they do on the next ban list. Hopefully, we'll see Appaloosa banned. So that's the end of this one, guys. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, hit the bell in there so you can come part of notification squad. We'll see you guys in the next video. So later, guys.